Hi friends, it's Miss Kimball. For today's learning job, we are going to practice our long vowel sounds by reading the story, The Race, and then we're going to work on rhyming with long vowel words. Then it will be our job to read a nonfiction article about groundhogs and answer some questions about that reading. So let's get started. I want you to find the story, The Race, in your work packet so that we can read together. In the last video, I asked you to circle words that you could see that were long vowels. All of the long vowel words in our story. So remember, when you're reading and you're touching each of the words, if you touch one of these words, the vowel is not going to say ah. It's not going to say the sound. It's going to say its name, A, because this reading is using the long A sound. Okay? So let's get started. The Race. Jake waves at Paige. I am in shape. I will win the race at the lake. Paige waves at Jake. I came late. I ate lots of cake. I will get last place. Paige walks in the shade. She is not fast. I wish I had skates. And now let's go to page 4. Jake takes the fast lane. See Jake dash past the gate. Jake is fast for his age. All right, friends, remember I want you to pause the video and try and read that story on your own again. Or you can rewind the video to listen to Miss Kimball read that again, okay? Either way, you need to practice one more time. Now let's start thinking a little more about long vowels and practice rhyming with them. And we're going to use a helper chart to help us remember what rhyming is. So let's look at our helper chart. We can see that when you rhyme, it means words that sound the same at the end. So if we are looking at these pictures on the helper chart, we are going to hear that the sounds are the same at the end. Listen close. Cake, snake, rake. Ooh, listen to those again. Cake, snake, rake. All of those have the same vowel sound and the same ending sound. Listen. Cake, snake, rake. They all make the sound ache. Okay, they all sound the same at the end, so they rhyme. Let's look at the words at the bottom. Sled, bed, red. All of these words have the same vowel in the same ending sound. They all say ed. Sled, bed, red. They all rhyme. So we are going to look at our work packet. And on the work packet, it is showing you 4 different words that are long vowels that you need to rhyme with. So you need to find words that rhyme with cake, lime, same, and mice. So I have a trick that helps me practice my rhyming. And what I do is I keep the ending sound the same, but I change the first letter. All I do is choose a different first letter, and that will help your words to rhyme. So if my first word is cake, I want to make sure all the rest of my words say ache, not cake. They all need to say ache because that's the ending sound. So what I like to do is to look at the alphabet chart, and I like to go through each letter of the alphabet and think, what letter can I change the letter C with, but also keep the ending sound ache to make a new word. So if I look at letter A and I take away the letter C, this would say ache. That's not a word that makes sense. So we can't use the letter A. Let's go to the letter B. B says b, b, b. And I need the ending sound ache. So I'm going to put together ache, bake. Bake is a word. You can bake a cake. You can bake cookies in the oven. So bake is a word that rhymes with cake. So I am going to go back to my chart and I am going to write the word bake inside this box under cake. Bake, because bake rhymes with cake, right? So now let's go back and see if there's another word that we can rhyme with cake. Cake. Why don't we do the letter L? Ache. Lake. Lake. A lake is a big area of water that fish and people like to swim in. A lake. And cake, bake, and lake all rhyme. So let's put that in our box as well. Lake. And friends, you can see that all three of these words have the same last three letters. A-K-E. A-K-E. Because they're all saying the sound ache. All you have to do is change the first letter, and then it is a rhyming word. Cake, bake, lake. So friends, now it is your turn. I want you to listen close to the words that you need to practice rhyming with. I'm going to show you the helper chart for all of the different letters in the alphabet, and you need to make new words that rhyme with them. So make sure you have these two words written down, bake and lake, under cake. And now let's listen to the other words that you need to do learning with today. Lime. Lime. So pause the video. You heard the word lime. Now go back to the alphabet chart and see which letters you could make a new word with, but you keep I'm. What new letter will you use for lime? This next word is same. Same. And the last word is mice. Mice. So if you're working with the word lime, you're rhyming words with the sound I'm. If you're rhyming words for same, you're using the last sound aim. And if you're rhyming with the word mice, you're rhyming with the sound ice. Okay? Remember, you can pause the video to do that learning with Miss Kimball and rewind it to hear it again. But now we need to move on to our next job for today. The last job that you have in your work packet is to read a nonfiction article about groundhogs. Oh, wow, look at that illustration. That's an illustration of a groundhog. And the title says groundhogs are diggers. So I understand that if this is a nonfiction article about groundhogs, that means we're going to learn information about groundhogs. And if the title says groundhogs are diggers, I think I'm going to learn about why groundhogs dig in the ground. So let's find out. Listen close. Groundhogs are furry animals. They like to eat grass and other plants. Groundhogs live in homes called burrows. The burrows are underground. Groundhogs dig long tunnels into their burrows. Then they dig special rooms in the burrows. Some rooms are for groundhog babies. Some rooms are for sleeping. Some rooms are for bathrooms. Groundhogs are clean animals. They keep their burrows clean too. Let's look at a picture of what a groundhog burrow looks like. I can see, just like the information told me, that a groundhog will dig these burrows, and one burrow of the tunnel is for all the babies. Another burrow is for the bathroom, and another burrow is for them to sleep. They keep all of their areas separate so that nothing gets dirty. Everything has its own space, and it is clean and tidy. That is a good image of a groundhog burrow. Let's look back at our work packet and start answering some questions. It says, what animal is this passage about? So here's what we're going to do. I am going to cross out the answer that cannot be true, a really silly answer, and then you need to circle the answer that makes sense. So let's look at number 1. What animal is this passage about? A, groundhogs, B, snakes, or C, dogs? I remember that this article was about an animal that dug into the ground, and I know that snakes cannot dig. Their bodies slither. They don't have claws or paws where they can dig into the ground. So I know this is definitely not about snakes. So now you need to decide. Look back at the article to help you. Is this passage about groundhogs? Circle A. Or is this passage about dogs? Circle C. Make your choice. It can only be one answer, only one circle. All right, let's go to the next number, number 2. It says, where is the place that groundhogs live? A, in tall grass, B, underground, or C, in trees? I remember reading in the article something else about groundhog homes, and it was not that they lived in the trees. I know that groundhogs do not live in trees, so I'm going to take out that answer. That does not make sense. So you need to look back into the nonfiction article and decide, do the groundhogs live in the tall grass? Circle A. Or do they live underground? Circle B. Let's look at our next question. Number 3. Why do groundhogs dig a special room for their bathroom? Ooh, what did the article tell us? A, groundhogs are clean animals. B, groundhogs are dirty animals. Or C, groundhogs are hungry animals. Now, I know that C is the silly answer because this article did not tell me about anything that groundhogs eat. And when somebody uses the word hungry, it tells me that they are talking about food and what people or animals eat. And that was not in our article, so you can cross out letter C. You need to choose either A or B. Do groundhogs dig special rooms for bathrooms because they are clean? Circle A. Or are they dirty? Circle B. Your choice. I know I'm going fast first grade, so make sure to pause the video if you need to take your time with your learning. That's okay. Let's go to number 4. What is Groundhogs Are Diggers mostly about? So they want us to think about the whole article. The whole title of the article is Groundhogs Are Diggers. What did you learn the most about? Is it A, groundhog homes called burrows? B, what groundhogs eat? Or C, how groundhogs keep themselves clean? I definitely did not learn anything about what groundhogs eat. We just said that. We did not learn about the food or the other animals that groundhogs eat. So we're going to cross out letter B. Now you need to choose A or C. Only one answer. If you think we learned that groundhog homes are called burrows, circle A. If you think we learned about how groundhogs keep themselves clean, circle C. Make your choice. Like number 4 is our last question for today. So now your jobs are all done. Make sure your grown-ups send a picture to Miss Kimball's phone number, okay? I want to see your completed job, so send me a picture of your work. Okay, friends, thanks for doing learning with me today. Bye.